Hello and welcome to the Paris newsroom here at France 24. I'm Catherine Nicholson, and we are waiting for the two US presidential hopefuls to kick off their second head-to-head debate. The latest opinion poll by Gallup, released in the last few hours, shows Republican candidate Mitt Romney leading Barack Obama by 50% to 46%. So could tonight's town hall-style Q&A session make a difference? 80 undecided voters are ready with their questions at Hofstra University in New York. They'll have an hour and a half to quiz both men, and we'll be bringing it all to you live from start to finish. Here in the studio, I'm joined by Craig Kapitas, who's correspondent at large with the Quartz, the Atlantic Group. Hi there, Craig. So the first debate a fortnight ago didn't quite go as people expected it to. Barack Obama put in quite a weak showing. What are you expecting tonight?
I expect round two. I think Obama is going to come out swinging, as they say, but he's going to have more difficulty because he's being asked questions by American citizens. This is arguably the most important debate tonight. What viewers are going to be seeing, this is a voyage into the DNA of the democratic system, a town hall meeting. Yeah,
we can see on the pictures there, it's actually quite an intense sort of situation, isn't it? It's quite a small room. Those people can really look into Barack Obama and Mitt Romney's eyes as they ask those questions.
And they're going to be asking personal questions. You know, it'll be very interesting to see the type of questions. Journalists tend to ask loftier questions. Oh, the situation in Benghazi, or what's going on with Iran. These voters are concerned about themselves, their friends, family, and neighbors. These are going to be very personal questions, and there is more of a chance at this debate tonight to see regular Americans trip up these candidates than any journalist, because they go through journalist training sessions. You can't really train yourself for a town hall. Romney's done a lot more town halls than Obama ever has.
And how much scope is there for really big surprises? Because these ordinary undecided voters have actually had to submit their questions in advance. They can't just pull something off the top of their head. Do you think there's scope for any real surprises?
Yes, there is, because if I ask, or you or I as journalists ask a candidate a question and they don't answer it, they're trained to that and they go on to something else. If a non-journalist, a normal regular American citizen asks one of these fellas a question and they fuzzy it up, they don't answer it, they're going to come back and say, "What are you talking about?" Which is something journalists would like to say all the time, but of course we don't. So this is where you're going to see this debate tonight get interesting.
And talking about the types of questions that they might be asking, one of the big areas that people have been focusing on is foreign policy. Of course, the Obama administration has had quite a lot to think about recently with the attacks in Benghazi on September 11th last month. Hillary Clinton coming out yesterday and saying she takes responsibility for this. This is widely being seen as her attempting to shield the president, take the flak away from him. Do you think that could still come back on him tonight?
Hillary Clinton is shielding the president. It will be interesting to see if any of these citizens at the town hall actually think this is a real issue in their lives. It would not surprise me if the question was not asked. I'm sure the candidates are going to try and bring it up. But the situation in Benghazi, as important as it is, it really is meaningless on Main Street when you're looking at vast unemployment, paychecks shrinking, college bills rising, and gas prices going up.
And one of the criticisms that a lot of Barack Obama's own supporters levelled at him last time around was that he didn't attack enough, he didn't take advantage, for example, of Mitt Romney's gaffe, where he was saying that 47% of Americans are completely dependent on the state, see themselves as victims. Are we going to expect to see Barack Obama really coming out with some venom tonight? That would maybe look a little bit too calculated, no?
How many of our viewers remember what Romney or Obama said about economic policy during the last debate? A debate is style over substance. That's what this is about. The real reason Obama got a bad rap at the last debate is he just did not look presidential. He did not. He had a poor stage performance. Romney had a great one. Again, when you look at this tonight, which candidate do you feel would make a stronger leader of the free world? And in the last meeting between these two men, Obama was just somnambulant. He did not want to be there. That was the impression, correctly, that I believe, that the vast majority of the viewers saw.
And these undecided voters, I mean, it's the undecided voters in the swing states that everybody's really looking at now, aren't they? I mean, we had that latest poll that was just released in the last few hours said Romney's leading by 50 to 46. Do you think that that gap is going to narrow or overlap just on the basis of one televised debate?
The only poll that matters is going to happen in a few weeks' time. I take these pre-election polls not all that seriously. There's a tradition in the United States, unless you are a committed member of one of the parties, you get into that voting booth, you close the curtain, and you can go either way.
In terms of the swing states, Florida is actually going to be the location of the next debate. I mean, are the candidates going to be able to speak directly to swing states or anything like that in this debate?
I don't believe so. I think by the end of this debate fatigue will have taken over in the United States, except amongst the chattering political classes.
Okay, so this could be the one that really makes the last defining difference. Okay, we are going to cross now to the United States. Candy Crawford from CNN, Candy Crowley, sorry, from CNN, introducing the two candidates there at Hofstra University, New York. Let's pass you over.
Neither the commission nor the candidates have seen them. I hope to get to his